Welcome, friends, to a site that seems plucked directly from a storybook. Perched high on a rugged hill in the heart of Bavaria, Neuschwanstein Castle isn't just a building. It's the physical manifestation of a wild, romantic dream. Before you even set foot inside, its soaring white towers and dramatic silhouette against the alpine backdrop will leave you breathless. It feels impossibly perfect, almost too beautiful to be real. The castle launched 1 million postcards and inspired one of the most famous logos on Earth. It's a destination that requires a bit of planning, but the reward is a day in a world of pure fantasy where history and imagination collide. Let's explore Neuschwanstein together. To understand Neuschwanstein, you must first understand the man who dreamed it into existence, King Ludwig II of Bavaria. Mad King fairy tale. King Ludwig was a complex, reclusive figure. He ascended to the throne in 1864. He had little interest in politics or military matters, art, architecture, epic German myths, the operas of Richard Wagner. Ludwig didn't want a fortress for defense. He wanted a private, theatrical retreat, to live out romantic fantasies, away from the prying eyes of his court and the pressures of royal duties. Construction began in 1869, but this was no ordinary building project. Ludwig micromanaged every detail. He demanded the highest quality craftsmanship and the most innovative technology of the day. The castle was meant to be a stage for Wagnerian operas, rooms inspired by characters like Lohengrin, Swan Knight imagery. Ludwig financed it with his personal fortune and extensive borrowing. It became an obsession that would consume him. Here's the most important piece of advice: you must book your tickets in advance. I cannot stress this enough. During the peak season from about April to October, tickets for the interior tour can sell out weeks or even months ahead of time. Showing up on the day and hoping to get in is a recipe for disappointment. The official website is the best place to reserve your spot. You'll choose a specific, time-stamped entry for a guided tour, which is the only way to see the inside of the castle. Once you've booked online, you still need to pick up your physical tickets. They're held at the ticket center, in the village of Neuschwanstein, at the base of the hill below the castle. Give yourself plenty of time. Collect your tickets at least 90 minutes before your tour. It might seem excessive, but it covers possible ticket center lines and the walk from the village up to the castle entrance. Missing your time slot means you forfeit your tour, so be early and relaxed. The season you choose will shape your experience. Summer. Lush green, long days, biggest crowds. For a more tranquil visit, consider the shoulder seasons. Spring, fresh, vibrant hills. Autumn, red and gold foliage. Winter, snow-blanketed, romantic, but cold and possible trail closures. Getting from the village of Neuschwanstein up to the castle entrance is part of the adventure, you know. You have 3 main options, each with its own charm and considerations. The most straightforward method is to walk. The paved path winds steadily uphill for about a mile and takes most people between 30 and 45 minutes. It's a pleasant walk through the forest, but it is a consistent, steep climb, so be sure you're wearing comfortable shoes and are prepared for a bit of a workout. This is the most reliable option, as it isn't subject to long lines or weather disruptions like the other choices. If the uphill trek seems too daunting, you can opt for the shuttle bus. This is the fastest and most economical alternative to walking. The buses depart regularly from a designated stop in Neuschwanstein and whisk you up the hill in about 10 minutes. However, be aware that the bus drops you off at a viewpoint above the castle, requiring a 10 to 15 minute downhill walk to the entrance. Lines for the bus can get very long, especially midday in the summer, so factor that waiting time into your schedule. The buses also may not run during icy or snowy conditions in the winter. For a touch of old-world romance, you can take a horse-drawn carriage. These charming carriages clop their way slowly up the hill, offering a relaxing and scenic ride. It's a wonderful experience, but it's the slowest and most expensive option. To get the postcard perfect shot of Neuschwanstein, you must make your way to the Marienbrücke, or Mary's Bridge. This pedestrian bridge spans a deep gorge directly behind the castle, offering a breathtaking straight-on view of the entire structure. From the castle entrance, it's about a 15-minute uphill walk to the bridge. It can get extremely crowded, so a little patience is required. Please note that the bridge is often closed during the winter months due to ice and snow for safety reasons. If it's open, the view is absolutely worth the extra effort and is a must-do for any visitor. While Neuschwanstein gets all the glory, don't overlook its older, humbler neighbor. Just below it sits the lovely, honey-colored Hohenschwangau Castle. This was King Ludwig II's childhood home, where he first became enchanted by the legends and myths that would later inspire his own fantasy castle. Its Biedermeier-style interiors are cozier and feel more lived in, offering a fascinating contrast to the operatic grandeur of Neuschwanstein. If you have the time, purchasing a combination ticket to see both castles makes for a rich and rewarding day of Bavarian history. After your castle explorations, take some time to wander through the charming town of Füssen, pastel-painted buildings, cobblestone streets, and a lively square. Grab a hearty Bavarian meal, enjoy a refreshing German beer, and don't forget a giant pretzel for the walk.